Hello guys, welcome to my channel Decode Data with Mansur. Today we are going to solve the SQL problem number 1280, students and examinations. So let's see the problem first, then we will go for the solution. Here they given us three tables. One is table with the column name student ID, student name, and subjects with the subject name. And in the examination table they mention student ID as well as the subject name. Okay, so here they're saying like that there is no primary key for this table. It can be contain duplicate. So they're saying that the examination table may contain duplicate values. Means the student may be take more than one, like the same subject more than one time, like that. And again mentioning that each student from the subject table every course okay, and each row of this table indicates the student with id attended the exam subject name. So here, okay, and here they are asking us to write a solution to find the number of times each student attended the each exam and return the result table order by student id and subject id. Here they are asking us to write the order by statement with the student id and subject name. So simply what they are saying means here the subjects with the subject name and students with the student ID and student name and their examination. So each subject is taken by every student. So first if we see the problem, then we can understand that very well. So here the input is with the student ID 1, 2, 13, 6. Okay, so let's see the problem first. So for example, student ID 1 means Alice. So Alice has, as they mentioned earlier, the subjects should be taken by at least one or more by each student. So that means, let me write this. So this math subject is taken by Alice with physics as well as programming. And if we see the Bob also take maths, physics, and programming language. And if we see to the John, same thing repeats. So each student take every subject at least one. So as they mentioned earlier, in the examination table, they may be like more than one time. So at least one time they are taking. Okay, so let's erase this first so that I can show you this. Yep. Okay. So let's go with the student ID 1. Ellis has taken math, physics, programming, and here they're asking us how many times he took the programming, right? So if you see the student ID 1, he took maths, physics, programming, and let's see whether he takes more than one time or not. Let's go with 1. Yeah, he took physics, maths, and maths. So let's see with the count with the student ID 1 with maths 1, 2, and 3. So we have to return student ID 1, Ellis, with math subject 3. And if we see with the physics, he took two times. One over here and one over here. So we are like using the group by statement for student ID, student name and subject name. And we are counting the how many times that he took that subject. So they clearly mention like Ellis attended the maths exam 3 times, physics exam 2 times, and the programming exam 1 time. So first of all, we have to assign all the like subject names to the student, every student, every subject. So simply, what I'm going to do is, I will first of all I will use the cross join function over here. Let me write here. So okay. So first, these two subjects are going to be cross join, and again, and this one gonna be left join function. Okay, and I hope you understand this problem and I will wait for you to go and try by yourself or else I just continue. Okay, let's see the problem first. So first of all, as I mentioned earlier, we have to take the, student name, student ID and subject name. So first of all, I will write the select statement. the same that they ask, right? So I'm going to write select student ID, student name, and subject name, as well as they mentioned as attended exams as the subject count of the subject. So first of all, I will write the count function, count of subject name, count of subject name as the here this one. Just copy the attended exam. So, okay. Then, as I mentioned earlier, first of all, we have to use the cross join function. Uh, let's see. I don't know what's going on. Okay. First of all, we have to use the cross join so that this math subject will go to every subject, like every person, and same way all the subjects. So first of all, I will write the cross join function. For just erase this thing. Okay. Okay. From the students table. So let's copy this one, and as of now, let's give it as a small s. And I'm going to use the cross join function. So you know the cross join, right? It will get to all the values with the cross. So we're going to use this one. So let's give it a small. Oh yes, oops, both are small. So let's assume small sub. Like yep, it's easy, right? Then for this cross join table, like this, all the table, we need all these values with the matching examination table. So I'm going to use the left join function to the examination table. So left join examinations. Okay, so here we have to give like for the both tables, the student ID should be matched as well as the subject name should be matched. So I'm going to say as s dot student ID. Yes, student ID means like student's table student ID should be equals to examinations table student ID. So that means e dot student ID, and I'm going to write the unfunction as well as the subject name from the subject table to the examination table subject name. So sub dot subject name. Let's write sub dot subject name should be equal to e dot subject name. Okay. So by the way, first of all, here for the select statement, I have to mention like which table should the student ID to, which table should the student name, all this, right? So first of all, we will take the s student ID from the student table. So s dot student table, student name as also from the student table, s dot s table, and the subject name from the subject table. So I'm going to write sub dot, and as well as in the subject count of the subject as well also we have to mention the exam how many times that he takes. So that means from the examination table it should be count, right? So I'm gonna write e dot subject name as an attended exams. Okay, okay, after the join function, here they're asking us the group by functions, so we have to group by student ID and student name and the subject name. So first of all, so I'm going to write that one. So let's write the group by function, grep group by S dot student name, student ID. First of all, let's write the student ID. We'll go come in order. So student ID. Okay. And S dot student name is dot student name as well as sub dot subject name. Let's copy from here. Oops. Yep. And here they mentioned us to, like use order statement with the student ID and the subject name. So I'm going to use the same one. So here I'm going to write the order by statement. Order by. I'm writing small letter. It will work, but it's always go with capital letters. So that's a good practice. Order by s dot student ID and sub dot subject name, right? So let's copy this one as well as this one. Okay, let's run the function. Sorry, the query. Yeah. So it gonna run successful. So what I'm doing here is, first of all, I am gonna cross join the student name, each student with the subject name. Then for this combined table, like this joined table is gonna be left joined with the examination table so that we can get all the table, all the information that we got. After that, we are going to simply select the student ID, student name, and like the subject name as they mentioned, like the attendance. So here we can see like Alice has attended the max exam 3 times and he attended the physics exam 2 times, programming as 1 time. And here the Bob has doesn't have written with a null value. So that's why we mention as a Bob attended physics with 0 times. So I hope you understand this problem. And if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to solve all the SQL 50 problems. And from the next problem, I'm going for the medium level. So thank you. That's all for today.